Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 64th episode of PandTha Talks.
Hello.
I remembered this week.
Ah.
We have an interesting episode this week. Primarily, it's going to start off with us responding to some comments from last week's episode because bloody hell did it do amazing. Thank you all for your support last week. It was phenomenal. Can't thank
It
you
was
all
a
enough.
crazy week.
We will be discussing a bit about that as well. And after that, we will be moving into the Fallout series, having a bit more of a discussion on that, as we did say last week we would. And finally, we will be discussing. There's like a lot of Fallout news this week, that's to put it down. There's an article that we'll be discussing this week talking about how the Fallout series is good, but there's no escaping Hollywood's epidemic of gamer brain, which we'll get into.
I'm intrigued.
Totally didn't read it ahead of time. And
Roy
the
sounds
last,
displeased.
oh yeah, the last article we will be going over this week will be regarding Fallout 3, 76, and New Vegas, which is currently free with the Amazon Prime gaming deal.
Yeah, I saw that. There's a few other Fallout stuff as well.
Oh,
On it.
100%. It's great to see. But anyways, let's move straight into this, because it's a
Let's-
nice, quick and easy one. So, to start with, thank you all so bloody much for the support. It was absolutely fantastic and insane to see.
Yeah, I was. I believe I was midway through my shift on Monday when you sent me the first message.
Yeah, I was spamming him because
Um,
it just kept jumping up.
yeah, Rory informed me that the latest episode was currently blowing up. And to put it simply, I think we were both excited to see it,
Oh,
especially
massively.
considering I believe you can agree with me when I say this, Roy, but we both absolutely love Fallout.
Yes, completely. It's one
Roy
of
loves Fallout so much that he's currently playing 2 Fallout games at once.
yeah. I finally, after a couple of years of fucking about, managed to successfully get Tales of Two Wastelands working for Fallout New Vegas, which allows you to play Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 in the same engine and same game. So it updates Fallout 3 into Fallout New Vegas's engine. Runs so much better, and you can aim down sights.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can ADS with that mod. It's great.
I
Plus,
need some previous context here.
Fallout 3 didn't really have ADS. It didn't always work great. Some guns
Uh,
had it, some guns didn't. It was a bit glitchy and all over the shop.
hmm.
But the other thing I found out, there's apparently a co-op mod. I'm gonna see if I can find this and get it working. That works for Fallout New Vegas. That will also work with Tales of Two Wastelands.
Oh my god.
Which, if that's the case, I can then play with friends on Fallout 3 and New Vegas simultaneously. That sounds phenomenal. I don't see a negative to this. But yeah, Fallout is amazing for us. But what I want to do first is I want to cover some of the comments. We'll start off with TikTok and then we'll move over to the actual video because it was insane. It was pretty much our first like full set of comments, and we were so surprised and happy to
To
see
be
it.
honest, if you push aside the, you know, rambunctious actions that happened when
Yeah,
the bot accounts were around. This is kind of pretty much our first proper like response from the community.
exactly. And it was phenomenal to see. It really was. So the same day that the video had gone up, the same day our community manager had posted a TikTok, and this was the highest basically approved TikTok that we got up, which was about Fallout London. And this person called Official Deviant had actually Defiant, sorry, had responded, saying, "I'm so glad this has been released, and that and then it randomly stops working. Has not been released, and then randomly stops working from the Fallout update. Happy that once it releases, we can see what's they can see what's broken and get into fixing it. Also, love the content." Which I was very ecstatic to hear. I'll be honest.
Hmm.
So I said, thanks for the support. Also, completely agree. It's something amazing to look forward to moving forward. Because apparently I like to repeat myself. And then they made a good point, which is one of the reasons I wanted to cover these comments. This was regarding Star Wars Outlaws and what we said last week. They did say, they responded to the same. I do think that pricing is set at what it is to make people reconsider buying the game and sign up to their subscription. I hate everything has a subscription now. I'd say they've got a very fair point on this, which is something
You
we
don't
didn't really think about.
you don't buy anything anymore. You have to continuously pay a monthly fee.
Yeah, I they almost actually got me in on this a couple of months back because I'm very tempted to get Avatar, the game that they created. Forget the name of it now. But I was very tempted to get older it and start playing. But I looked at it, I was like, I can pay 50, £60 for it, or I can pay £12 for 1 month, complete the game, and then just not subscribe again. To me, one sounds like more cost efficient than the other. You know what I mean? But for a lot of people, it's like me with Game Pass. I've subscribed, and even though I don't actually have a use for it at the moment, I've still got it subscribed. I've not played on Game Pass in probably like 4 months, so I
Yeah.
should unsubscribe from it, but it's still there. So it's a very fair point to make, and I do agree with the fact that, yeah, it most likely is just for subscription services, and that's why the pricing so high. They know they can get more out of people monthly than they can if they just keep raising prices. Can bring in some extra cash.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like if you buy a game, it's a one-off purchase. Whereas, like, think of the amount of people that would subscribe, and then the amount of people that would forget about canceling subscriptions as well is another big thing on making money. And I'm pretty sure I remember hearing a while back about like you'd see all a load of ads and stuff about you know how you get the classic we help you with money saving whenever
Yeah,
it's more pay us money for absolutely no reason.
yeah, I
So at the end
remember
of the
them.
day, they would always be advertising about how you could be getting rid of this subscription and that subscription. And that's how we start in helping you save. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah. And it
no,
is
it's
one of like probably the biggest money schemes out there at the minute is subscriptions.
100%. You got to think you got
If
your
you
Netflix, all that
yeah, if you
stuff.
think about it as well, battle passes that last for
Yep.
X amount of time are kind of a subscription, just done differently. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, pretty much every month or however long a season lasts, you're paying for a new battle pass.
And every now and again, they'll give you just enough points to be able to buy one season, which keeps a lot of people motivated to keep purchasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much you are correct on that. It's kind of sad, to be honest, thinking about it. So,
It all like doubles back on itself. Because if you take say Fortnite, for example, it was one of the first proper games that did this. You play the battle pass.
yeah,
If you don't play long enough, if you don't play enough, you don't complete the battle pass. You don't get enough V-Bucks to be able to purchase the next battle pass for free.
yeah,
So you end up having to pay anyway. But if you play enough, which means you play it quite a bit to complete this battle pass,
yeah,
throughout that period of time that you're having to play enough to complete the battle pass to get enough of the free points to be able to buy the next one for free, you are then exposed to all the advertising, the constant new skins, I say in quotation marks, just basically
yeah.
the spam of here's a bunch of new cosmetics. You want to buy any? And more likely than not, you will.
Yeah,
So no
exactly.
matter no matter what way you go about it, you think even if you think you're getting things for free, because of the amount that like things get pushed on top of you, there's always a notification every time you load up games like that about the new shop or a new
Yep.
item or some new exclusive whatever, and you're constantly just getting these thrown at your face first thing before you've even like touched anything in the game.
No, I completely agree. There's actually something kind of funny regarding that. Uh, Due to the Fallout series, which we're going to be discussing a bit, I kind of fell back to my Fallout habits again, as I'm sure you have as well, Will. We've both like jumped
You,
straight to Fallout games again.
you know me, I'm always on and off Fallout 4
Oh yeah,
because I love both Skyrim and Fallout, but Skyrim is
same.
a lot harder for me to play more because it feels too similar to itself every time I play.
Yeah,
And I always like fall back on this exact same playthrough, the exact same play style.
everyone
Whereas,
does.
yeah, whereas with Fallout, I like guns more
Yeah.
than anything in games. I like
Oh,
just going
same.
around shooting things. And with Fallout, I always, even though I end up with pretty much the same play style, I always end up in a different route, going there other than the castle. Who can't go to the castle and take it over? You know, you got to be a badass with your artillery and your 5,000 turrets. You know, but
Yep.
other than that, I always find myself going to like different places. I never follow the same path.
No, I get that. But I went on to Fallout 76. I did mention it in last episode that I probably would,
I
and I have been
did
playing
see
it.
you playing it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been hearing. I don't know if you could say good things, but not necessarily bad things.
Well, there's still some jank. I don't think they're ever going to properly get rid of the jank, but it's still there. But for the most part, it's a lot more of an enjoyable experience. I started a brand new character, and that was fun. What I've played so far has been enjoyable. All the people and how they've included it back into the main quest that you originally played. It all feels similar, but at the same time different, and that's quite fun. I've been enjoying that a bit, quite a bit. But while I've been playing that, I noticed how they kind of pull you towards the atomic shop. Now, you can earn their in game currency by just completing actions. It's really easy to earn, so you never have to pay for it. But if you wanted to, you can. And I've seen how they drag you to the atomic shop pretty much every couple of days. They just make something free. So then you get like a massive icon just saying free item or Fallout First Trial, as they've done for us recently. And
I mean,
every single time I see that icon, I check it.
yeah, I mean that's like probably one of the first rules of marketing. You need to get them to click on it first,
Yeah,
because you could easily avoid that if there's no, even if it's literally just a little notification symbol. Because I, along with I'm sure many other people, I hate when there's a notification. It
yep.
bugs me. Whenever I see, I'm pretty sure your Discord is no different to some's. You've got fucking a massive server list, and they all have hundreds of notifications. Anytime I get one, I right click it, mark as read. I have no interest in needing to know what it's about because I typically know it's like a notification of a oh god, it's getting off the screen. It's like a notification of a streamer going live or a video's being on. Get it out of here! I just can't have it there. It bugs me. I don't like it being there.
See,
So
like,
I get rid of it. I even if it means I just click on it and then click off. I don't even read what's there, and that's what would be the same with Fallout. What's Fallout 76 is doing with what you've said about it.
yeah,
It gets you to click on it, and even if you don't read it, there's usually some picture of a gun or a cosmetic
it's all
item,
done picture wise.
precisely because people don't want to read if they're not interested, but you will catch that picture. You might catch
Yeah,
like a word here and there when you do it, but it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna change your mind on it. But if you catch an eye of that picture, you're like, wait, what was that? You
yeah,
know?
no, exactly. Um, Also, I did put my Discord servers into folders, but I also was one of the people that ended up hitting the Discord server cap before they increased it. So
Fucks.
yeah, I can't really talk when it
No.
comes to Discord servers.
Anytime I end up with like my bar on the left full, I go through and I'm like, right, these need to be gone. I have a folder with like a bunch of Rust servers, and that's just
Yeah,
for fucking basically being able to do a certain few things on the servers, and that's it. I don't touch them otherwise.
no, I get that. So, YouTube comments on the last week's video, because bloody hell, this was insanity. So we got one
You
from David
certainly you
here.
certainly enjoyed yourself.
Oh yeah, I love replying to people. It's fun. I've only completed Fallout 3, so now I'm returning to Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. I put Fallout New Vegas was a favourite of most, me included, I must say. My original favourite was 3, but New Vegas over time claimed a special place in my heart. Fallout 4 was pretty good. Fallout 4 wasn't as good for me in comparison to 3 and New Vegas, but that's because I grew up with those games, so I have a bit of bias.
I've only
Um,
played 3 and 4 myself. I can
yeah,
barely remember 3. The main thing I remember about it is the spaceship that crashes. You get teleported up to there, whatever.
Mothership
You
Zeta.
get an alien blaster with a fuckload of ammo, and you go down. And you're just a god amongst men with that weapon.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
all
much.
I remember.
Yeah, that's the Mothership Zeta DLC. It was fantastic.
That is literally the only thing I can remember about Fallout 3. Other than that, I can't remember literally a single thing. I can't remember what the game looks like, other than like a barren wasteland is what like the kind of graphics it looks like.
Oh
That's
yeah,
about it.
I gotta say the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas were like 100 years after the bombs dropped, whereas the series is 200 years after. I think that's
Shortly
kind of
after 4, isn't it?
yeah, and
Because
four's
4
very
you're
similar.
about 200 years,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then it's like 220, I want to say,
Let's
the
just pull this
series.
up actually. So if we look at the timeline here, I don't care about the canon. I just care about the chronological order. That's gonna go full canon. Fuck off. No one likes you. Oh wait, I just read it and then fucking hit refresh. Of course I did. Chronological order. Here we are. There we go. So Fallout 76 is obviously first because that's 25 years after the bombs dropped. Then we go Fallout 1, which you're talking probably about 60 to 80 years after the bombs dropped. You're talking about 160 years after. Probably 190 years Fallout 3. And probably about 180, 190 years for Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 4, 2287. So actually not long after Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, roughly 200, I would say.
Yeah. And Fallout TV series
It's only about 210.
2296 to 2297.
It's only about 210 then.
Yeah. Yes, though, it's also dependent on the locations, but as we'll
Mm.
discuss in the Fallout series, we know a few bits more. But yeah, that's the chronological order. So, next comment. I downloaded Fallout 76 from Amazon Prime and downloaded some mods on Fallout 4. Every Fallout game is worth trying. That is just the truth of it. It's worth trying every Fallout game at the end of the day. Fallout 2
I
is the best. Oh, go on, sir.
I didn't actually know what condition the first Fallout game was in, and I can't believe the style of game it is
Oh, yeah.
compared to what we have now. I didn't know it's more of a top-down game, isn't it?
They all are until Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was
Really?
where Bethesda took over, and when Bethesda took over, it ended up becoming a FPS.
I genuinely had no clue because
Yeah.
I just never seen any content of them and like never went out of my way to look for them. I played
Well,
Fallout 3, enjoyed my time, got Fallout 4, had loads of fun with it, and then modded the shit out of it.
it's about the same for me. Fallout 2 is the best, even to this day. I have to give him his dues for a TTS, for a top down. It was top tier. It was amazing. So, as my comment shows, absolutely, Vault Boy approves of your taste in post-apocalyptic adventures.
Honestly, when I sit and like I try, because I still know basically nothing. I saw like a few minutes worth of TikToks of Fallout 1. And like when I try and think about how that game works compared to how the game currently works,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't wrap my head around it. It seems crazy.
I have Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, and I need to go and play them at some point, like properly through.
I was too
But
busy playing Command and Conquer and Red Alert.
exactly. Someone did put a post up there that was interesting, a comment that was interesting to me. Just imagine if Bethesda had spent that time building Fallout 5 instead of wasting it on Starfield. This could have been a mega hit instead of the absolute dud that Starfield is and always will be.
I mean, as if the Fallout series and just Bethesda games in general don't get enough like noticeability and just general blowing up, because who doesn't know about Bethesda? But the fact that the series released, if they had released Fallout 5 at the same time, honestly, I think we would have been seeing like records being broken.
Oh yeah. Like, the thing is, though, we had 2 Fallout games released straight after each other, which is unusual because usually it goes Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
But we had Fallout 4, then Fallout 76 straight after, which was unusual. So the next game is Elder Scrolls 6. After that will be Fallout 5. But
Well, we've got the Fallout 4 patch to look forward to next,
yeah, true.
which at least they're getting something out for the series being released. And
Exactly.
hopefully it's as good as the Skyrim one was. I don't
That's
know
the
about
hope.
you, but I enjoyed the Skyrim update. It added a couple new
Oh, yeah.
things, changed a few things, fixed a few things. It wasn't like it was like a whole new game, but it was
It added
enough.
enough, yeah.
Yeah. And
The
honestly, the thing I'm looking forward to most with the Fallout one is the higher resolutions and stuff, because I have to admit, I'm sure you probably feel the same. Unmodded, like vanilla style, the game doesn't look great.
Yeah, I'm the
And
same with most Fallout games.
as we've discussed so many a time, it's not about the graphics,
Yeah, it's
Uh,
about whether you can have fun in the game.
yeah, and given the popularity of the Fallout games, it's been proven that the graphics don't matter, even though they're not great. But for
Yeah,
the time, in fairness, for the time they were released, they are.
yeah.
They're pretty much standard for that time.
So I
I'm
responded,
really looking forward to seeing better graphics.
oh, same here.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, so I replied to this guy because I had a bit of a differing opinion personally. But this is just me personally on this one. As much as I do agree on it currently being bad and in a difficult place, talking about Starfield, after seeing games such as Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, and even Bethesda's own Fallout 76ers change into some great games, given time, it's hard to say how it will change. Primarily, it will be modding, but it'll be interesting nonetheless to watch.
Hmm.
And I think in like this generation of games and how things are progressing, I think it's worth remembering that it's worth to just give it a bit of time. You never know what's going to come from it.
I mean, we seem to be in a phase of devs are actually going back and fixing their games now.
Yeah,
Because beforehand, you had to just put up with it. The game was how it was, and likelihood of anything changing was non-existent.
yeah,
So I think you're right. We give it a bit of time. We see how Starfield turns out, but that'll be for another episode.
exactly. Next comment was from Words Are Teething 397. Well done, boys. Cheers from Shite, California. I loved this comment. It was one really nice, and I was very thankful for the nice remark. But also the fact that he's in California after the show released could not have been more perfect. I put, thank you. Hope it's not as destroyed as the show shows. I didn't like that comment, but you can't really go around typing show and then shows.
I'm sure there's probably a word.
There probably is, but not for me. He put, haha, not quite, but I've a plan to infiltrate and liberate the local vault from experimentations. You know, for when the time comes. Obviously, perfect planning.
I mean, could he not just get a job as like one of the guys building the vault and just plant C4 everywhere?
Yeah, just plant C4 everywhere. It's fine. Why
Oh
is
no,
the
this is
vault
totally a
gold?
wall. Why does it look like a giant little slab of C4? Oh, that's just the pin. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's just the new paint jobs the Vault Tech are bringing in. Don't worry about it. The Overseer definitely would believe that as well. Someone replied,
If they're anything like Vault 4, they will.
oh yeah. Someone replied, got me reinterested in Fallout 76. Started playing Fallout 76 day one, 2018, and stopped till now. I thought I was very much the same. The last time I reopened the game was the update when they brought people into the game. It was a large change and was pretty cool, but I lost interest not long afterwards. I'm running a new character today, though it feels like a different game to all that time ago. Which I would agree, I would stand by what I said then. it does feel like a different game. Not completely, but in comparison to what it was, yes, quite a difference. They replied back, that's what I'm thinking too, about it feeling like a new game. But it's always worth checking back something back out.
I mean, as you said before about giving Starfield time, look at again at Cyberpunk. You know, I played that game not long after it first came out, and it was horrendous.
Same, I got the Ultimate Edition.
I don't remember if I got
Collector's, sorry.
standard or not. I might have got collectors because I got the DLC, so I had to have, yeah. But like, look at it now. You could easily, I would happily jump on, just mess around on it for a few hours, whereas back then I wouldn't have even considered that worth my time.
Yeah. So I need for this next one, I need to address the title first. So the title is Fallout series causing the game a resurgence? Question mark. We got a comment saying you need to remove the question mark from your title.
Yeah, it was proven fairly quickly
Yeah.
once the series came out that there was a massive like Phoenix rebirth of the
See,
game.
when we created the video and I was like putting it all together and creating the title, I didn't think we were as on the money as we were at that time because nothing was really happening at that point. There wasn't anything major. All of a sudden, after that video uploaded, it did blow up horrifically quickly. It was shocking to see. So I just replied back, so it seems. This was before it fully kicked up. Seems an update is required.
You know what we should have done?
What?
We should have got a before and after of like the current player base of all the Fallout games, just to see a comparison.
Well,
Because right now, I reckon it's probably a lot higher than what it normally sits at.
considering Fallout 76 is at its highest player count it's ever been at.
All right, that settles that. Never mind.
Yeah, let me just Fallout games Steam player count. Yeah, it's at 39,455. That was its player count
That
beat.
was a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pull up like the Steam charts because I've seen a lot of friends purchase the Fallout New Vegas and stuff recently.
Here's one that'll blow you away. Even some got Fallout 4.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed a lot of this stuff. Oh, it's even been beat again. 63,707.
Damn.
To think this was classified as a milestone. 20k, over 20k less. Okay, Fallout 4. 471,955. That could have been ages ago, but if you just look at the 24-hour peak.
That's a lot of people to be playing a game that's over
All
10
right.
years old.
So the peak is 141,095. So yeah, it increased by 16,000 people. But that's only for the average. That's not including the 100. Right, if we go from the peak last month to this month, it has increased 100 and about 16,000.
That's kind of crazy to see how many people are still playing Fallout 4 even before all this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm just going to type in Fallout. I should be able to see a list then. I can, perfect. So let's check out VR, New Vegas. I technically have to grab both, and free, which I'll have to grab both for again. So VR. Let's see. I should be able to go to player count, shouldn't I? Charts. Here it is. 2,664. That was 6 years ago. So only 618 players are currently playing.
I can't see too many people playing.
No.
Which is sad.
New Vegas beat its all-time peak, 3,787. That seems inaccurate. Unless... there we go. That's more accurate.
There you go.
It has increased from 6,627 last month to 37,650, which is a 31,000% increase, pretty much. Plus the other one, which is a bit of an increase as well. Fallout 3. 9 years ago was their peak, 10,401. 24 hours ago, 10,227.
Less than 200 under the
Yeah,
peak.
that's insanity. And this is the default without the DLC. So 9 years ago, 2,653. 24 hours, 1,083. Why you don't own the DLC, I'm questioning though.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cheap.
So yeah, that's how it's looking. That's insanity. So overall, you're probably talking what, about 250,000 players return to the Fallout games just on PC. That's excluding the consoles
Even
and any other platform.
speaking of consoles, even they're gonna get an update for Fallout 4,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like last gen as well, consoles.
Oh yeah. But that's the other thing. You got to think all of this is excluding the fact that this could be running on other platforms on PC as well. So like the Fallout, the Amazon giveaway. How many people are playing that? We can't track that at the moment, I don't think.
Do you want to know what the biggest curiosity this series gives me?
What?
What will happen with other games
Yeah,
that
I can't find
decide
it.
to go the same route? Like, are we gonna see other games make a series or a film or something and cause like a massive uproar of the game and like bring it back from the dead basically, and also maybe release patches for their older games as well to give people a reason to go back and to make use of like the popularity of their game from the show that they gets made.
It'd be intriguing to see, but
We might end up seeing it happen a lot more, which
we may
in
do.
all honesty I don't see people complaining about.
No,
With
as
the
long as it's a
struggle
good
of
game.
gaming from last year
Oh yeah,
and the few games that we've currently got released this year, as good
yeah.
as the games have been, there's still obviously a few bad ones, but we'll not go into those.
Skull
but
and Bones.
but does that mean like we instead of waiting on these new games to come out and getting our hopes up, only for them to be crushed into tiny little atoms, maybe we get a reason to go back and play the games that were good?
So yeah, I forgot to say at the beginning. Hello everyone, welcome. We are the Church of Atom. So you mentioned atoms, and I've just been playing Fallout 3, technically.
fair, fair enough. Fuck's sake.
I only want a remastered New Vegas. A lot of people share this sentiment. So as I said below, I would fully support this. Just completely, wholeheartedly, I would support that. But now that I've read through all of them, I do want to say a massive thank you to everyone who liked, subscribed, commented. Everything was such a massive shock to us. So thank you all so much for that. If there's anything that we can do better, please do let us know. We're more than happy to look into it. I'm saying this now because usually we put this at the end. Want to put it here. That way more people have a chance of seeing it.
Yep.
Feel free to let us know. We want to make more changes and improve where we can. It's a bit difficult, obviously, with little direction, but we're doing its best. So yeah, please feel free to let us know in the comments or send us a message on Twitter, anything. Even the Discord is a big option. We're always in there.
Yep. Always have Discord open when my PC's on, man.
I'm actually not going to cover this in much detail, but basically this is what we saw over the last week. Just absolutely crazy. So yeah, thank you all again for that. And we'll move on to the main topic that people want to hear about. Fallout, the series. So well,
It has been a
you've
ride.
you've just finished rewatching it.
I love how you say rewatching. It's gonna make me look bad. This is already my second
Your
run through.
ignorance is bliss. I mean, I'm currently watching it with my partner because she hasn't watched it yet. So we watched the first 2 episodes the other night. We'll be moving on from that tonight. So I'm also rewatching it, but I recall everything that happened already. So
Yeah.
So, last time we covered the first 2 episodes,
Yep.
primarily covering the blood, the gore, the fighting, because bloody hell, that was cool.
It's not changed.
No, I mean, one of my favourite parts, I've got to admit, uh, one of the episodes, guy falls out of the vertibird, goes straight into the blade. That was
Yeah.
so satisfying.
You just see the gush of blood everywhere.
Also, that final fight scene.
Man, when the ghoul fucking is talking about the weak point of the armor
Yeah.
and just starts blowing them up from the inside of the armor.
Oh,
That was
they
good.
they fought it through well. I also like to see a lot of the continuity and the items that we see in the Fallout world so often. A Braxo cleaner being something so mundane, but we see it so often that you're just like, I know that. I've seen that thousands of times. And now all I
Even
can think is, I really
there's
want a
even
Shringer
subtle
gun.
there's even subtle little things. I don't know if you noticed, but the scene where Thaddeus is it when he triggers the trap and gets the arrow through his neck.
Yeah,
When the camera changes to Lucy and Maximus in the background, because obviously that place is riddled with traps. I think it's that scene anyway. In the background, you'll see a string with a bunch of cans attached.
yeah. All the little can traps.
Yep, just tiny little things like that that you wouldn't even really notice. It's just something in the background.
As I think we mentioned last week, one of the main things I noticed when he came out the fridge, Billy the Ghoul Kid from Fallout 3.
Yeah, you got a fridge kit in Fallout 4 as well that you can sell
Oh,
to slaves.
very similar then.
Are you sure it's in Fallout 3?
I'm damn sure. Give me a
I
moment.
know there's definitely one in Fallout 4 because you can sell them if you want.
Billy Peabody. Oh, that's Fallout 4.
Yeah, you can sell them, so you can.
Oh, yeah, the one I'm thinking of wasn't that. Yeah, you're right. There's another one. A ghoul. I think it was a ghoul kid, anyways. And that one was in Fallout 3, and he was in like a little bomb chamber. One of the ones that if a bomb actually goes off near you, you will die. I know this from testing. Launched a mini nuke in the air and stood inside one. Waited to see what had happened. Died. Sad day. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But no, there was so many like little references, callbacks. I'm gonna say this without saying too many words, but the final scene before this season ended off, because it has been officially announced now, season 2 is definitely going to be coming.
Oh, they
They
can't
have
not.
confirmed it.
They
But that
cannot not make a season 2 after all that, man.
and that final scene where they show the city that so many people have been looking forward to so many years, that was what got me. That and proving and showing everyone that yes, Vault-Tec is just a company that's horrific. And it answered some questions that many of us have had for years. Like, who dropped the bombs?
Yeah, honestly, that was crazy to find out.
Well, it had been a rumour and a theory for years, but we never confirmed it.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
Our questions have been answered. Now we need to see what happens with the wit, with the agonizingly wit.
Yeah, that's why I liked that they released it all simultaneously. I got through it all in a night. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Oh,
Well, 2
if
nights.
they'd done some shit where we have to wait a week for every episode, man, I think I would have just died.
Oh, I'll literally just not watch it until they're all out. That's what I
Same.
do.
Yeah, I hate waiting week by week.
Same here.
Time you're on
I'm
the like, fourth episode, you're like, what happened in episode 1 again?
Yeah, I'm currently doing that with my bloody anime, and I can't stand it. Also, as Will found out today, the overseer of Vault 4, the guy I was a bit skeptical on because he's only got one eye, turns out he's an actor who voice acts for someone who most people might know. Do you want to spill the news of what you found this morning?
Well, because I was rewatching the last little bit of the series today, just before we started recording. Actually, I finished about an hour beforehand. And I was listening to one of his voice, the overseer of Vault 4, and I thought to myself, something seems very familiar about this guy, mainly to how like some of the words he'd say and like how he would say them, and just what he sounded like when he said them. He's actually Jerry Smith. He voices Jerry Smith in Rick and Morty.
Trying to find his name now because I can never remember what's it called.
I've already forgotten his name.
You know what?
I
Actually, we'll just be looking for
here.
one episode, won't we?
I'll get a history up for it. His name is Chris Parnell.
Yeah, I'm just gonna find him in this list. Actually, where is it? There he is.
Hey,
Chris Parnell, overseer Benjamin. Pull him up. You can see the stuff that he's been in.
yeah, there you go.
Jerry Smith.
Why does it say 2013 to 2025?
They still have more episodes that they're releasing still. But yeah, the guy's actually been in quite a bit. I never noticed though. I was shocked with myself for that, I must admit. So, I think that's kind of like the main stuff we wanted to cover on the show. We don't want to spoil too much because if there's still people out there that haven't watched it, understandable. But we just
Well,
want to cover some of what we really enjoyed, really.
I do have a quick question for you,
Go for it.
Rory. Through the series, give if I take you back to the scene that I was telling you about with the tin cans, how Thaddeus, which I'm pretty sure is his name, gets an arrow through the neck.
Yeah, that is
They are pretty much telling us that if you're a ghoul, you are, I guess we could say, 90% invincible
Yeah, I mean, you saw what happened to his foot.
slash immortal.
You saw what happened to his foot, mate.
Yeah,
If you're a ghoul, basically, you can regenerate to a certain degree. Um, Obviously, you destroy the head, they're dead. No
yeah.
coming back from that.
But
We saw that happen.
we've even got stuff like the ghoul, the actual the main ghoul.
Yeah,
Well, he just casually stitches his finger back on as well, and it
yeah,
reconnects itself as well.
yeah, exactly.
So
Um,
to what extent can you push that to? Like if we take his head off,
well,
he's quote unquote dead. But if we just slap it back on the body and stitch it back together,
I
is he
think
gonna wake back up?
I think if the head disconnects, that's the end. But
Hmm.
I mean, the beginning when you're introduced to the ghoul, you hear them talking about it, and apparently this Don character who we didn't actually meet would dig up the ghoul every couple of years and cut a piece off him. If you
Hmm.
remember that right at the
Yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
so that's something that I think clearly shows the regenerative ability of the ghoul. I don't think it's shown as well in the games though.
No, definitely not. Considering the most you see out of ghouls is just they
Shoot
sprint
them
at you
enough,
really
they die.
fast, smack you in the face, and then you shoot them a couple times, they fall over.
Yeah. Now though, we know in actuality, headshots only on ghouls. So just remember that you're playing zombies, headshots only.
Hmm.
Fallout is good, but there's no escaping Hollywood's epidemic of gamer brain. Yeah, let's cover this, shall we? We'll
My
see
attention.
how long it takes for Will to start shouting at the screen. Haven't
You're
you
not
heard?
giving me confidence.
Oh, I didn't have confidence while reading it, mate. I read about, I think about 60-70% of it and was not impressed. Haven't you heard? Video game adaptations are good now. Actually, that's the party line chanted ad nauseum, but into a conscious consensus so absolute that to point it out is to say nothing at all. But it is broadly speaking true after decades of Hollywood clumsy misadapting everything from Street Fighter to Tomb Raider. It seems they've finally cracked the formula. Films such as Super Mario Bros. Movie and Sonic the Hedgehog have broken box office records, while HBO's The Last of Us won 8 Emmys from 24 nominations and became the most streamed series on HBO's platform Max. Now, in the same vein, we have Fallout. Adapted from Bethesda's popular game franchise of the same name, Fallout is set in an alternative future in a world that has been decimated by nuclear Armageddon. The series takes place within the chronology and canon of the video games, though focuses on a new set of characters. Lucy, Ella Purnell, is the sheltered hero who leaves the underground vault in which she lived her whole life to try and save her kidnapped father, Kyle MacLachlan.
Hold up a second.
Go for it.
So she's the daughter of the overseer of Vault 4, like in real life?
No.
Same surname.
Ella Purnell.
That's his surname.
No, that's her surname. He's Kyle MacLachlan.
No, not that Vault. So her name in real life, her surname's Purnell.
Oh,
the guy who voices Jerry Smith is also Purnell.
That's a good question.
I only just clicked.
Paste and search. Yeah, let's go. Who are you and what information do we have on you? I'm more on about her personal life here. No children, relatives. Okay, I'm looking for more about her life. Wikipedia. Here we go. Usually it says like married, in a relationship, or parents, or any of that stuff. Doesn't have anything about her.
Trying to figure it out myself.
Let's do parents, see if we've got anything. Simon Reed and Susie Purnell. No there.
Oh, maybe it's Parnell is the other guy.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, no.
It is. It's Parnell. Okay.
There you go.
They got us there.
Yeah. Maximus Aaron Moulton is a member of a cult-like community of militarized technology worshippers. They're not technology worshippers. You don't know what you're talking about.
From how they're depicted in the show, it could be taken that way, considering, as Lucy puts it herself, they're using pre-war technology to acquire all the pre-war technology so no one else can have any pre-war technology.
Yeah, that is pretty fair, accurate. Like, look at it. The actual way they're supposed to work is they're trying to prevent others from getting hold of pre-war tech so that the world cannot be destroyed like it once was.
They are a little gun-ho, in fairness.
Oh, massively. The ghoul, Walter Goggins, is a centuries-old, noseless mutant with a penchant for gunfire. Oh dear. Prime Video is onto a winner. The show has been widely watched, much discussed on social media, and very well reviewed, with The Independent's Nick Hilton praising the show's sheer cyberpunk chutzpah? Weird word.
I don't know.
Those unfamiliar with the source material have praised it. Perhaps more significantly, it's gone down well with die-hard fans of the games, but therein lies the problem. How's that a problem?
Yeah, I don't see a problem.
Yeah, personally, neither do I. A series like Fallout would have been inconceivable even 2 decades ago. A mainstream, big-budget production that cares deeply about the fidelity to the nerd-insensitive lore of a video game universe. Every piece of production design, from the food being eaten to the weapons being discharged, and even the music being played, is seemingly plucked from some crevice of the game series.
As it should be, so it's true to the game.
Exactly. A satisfying wink towards those in the know. The plot points to hark back loosely to the games. Even the physics of the world follow the rules of the game.
Now, if
Episode
that were true, we would be we would see cars blowing up the moment they're being touched. Bodies would
yeah.
be launched into space.
The plot points to hark back. Sorry, Lucy. That way. Episode 1 begins with Lucy talking to some elders through her skill set, spelling out, in effect, the stats that players must select for their character at the start of the Fallout game: strength, intelligence, endurance. And so. No, 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 no. If you're gonna do it, at least do it right. It's strength, perception, intelligence, agility. Wait, no. Strength, perception, endurance, charisma,
Charisma, intelligence.
intelligence, agility, look,
Yeah.
special, and so on.
That took us far too
Yeah,
long.
it did. Considering we've both been playing Fallout today.
I
Jesus
think the issue is
Christ.
neither of us can spell in our heads.
Yeah.
I can write well and I can spell things pretty well, but if you ask me to spell out loud, whoa.
Not gonna happen.
Nope.
Later in the episode, she is stabbed near fatally, but manages to treat herself instantaneously with a stim pack. What would be in the game a health-giving pickup item. Oh dear. The issue is that these little nods don't actually offer any greater depth of meaning or emotional renaissance. They're just empty exphora semantic dead ends.
I mean,
Well,
it's a stim pack. It did what it always does.
yeah, I mean, this is just keeping to the lore of what the world is about.
You could literally get every limb crippled in Fallout. Use one stim pack and you're fucking magically healed. And it's just like, okay, that'll do.
No, I agree. Fallout is at least not alone in this affliction. This pathological compulsion towards fan service, what you might call gamer brain, can be seen in nearly all modern game adaptations. The Last of Us was faithful to a fault, recreating much of its source material scene for scene, and in parts even shot for shot. The Super Mario Bros. Movie was in many ways an absolute mess of a story, with gruesome, thin world building, but there were references aplenty, subtle visual or musical gestures to obscure Mario games and characters. On some level, it gamifies the very act of TV viewing, narrative storytelling reduced to spot the thing. It's impossible to view this as a reaction to Hollywood's historical mishandling of video game adaptations, a lurch back in the other direction from oblivious disregard to pious homage. I need to say this because I'm going to be annoyed if I don't. The fact that they're annoyed that basically they're using lore friendly items is baffling to me. Because, for example, we had a book that was describing an environment and it was going on about how things look, what things they're using, stuff like that. And then in a TV show or film, they didn't use said items, or they just didn't exist or show up even slightly. I'm pretty sure the fans of the books would be equally pissed off, but that wouldn't be mentioned.
I still need to see a fat man, dude. You know?
Yeah, I'm also the same. Uh, well, it's not even the fat man. My friend actually said this to me when I was talking to him about it. He went, "There's one question I've got for you." I went, "What's that?" He went, "Is Liberty Prime in the game?" I went, "Not currently, no." In the show, sorry. Not currently, no. He's not there. Which is sad. But the Pridwin's there. So, that's pretty cool. It would be harsh to dismiss Fallout entirely because of this. You shouldn't dismiss anything for following the source material
Yeah.
correctly.
To be completely honest, I'm struggling to understand the point they're making here.
Basically, what they're trying to say is they're pushing too much towards showing that, oh, look at this. This is from a game. You see. Even though,
So
what they're
they're
actually doing.
annoyed that they've made a live action show of a video game.
That's to pretty much sum it up, yeah.
Because let's be honest, if they changed like the show, it just felt like it was a foreign concept compared to the game, you would be furious.
Yeah.
you would be like, what am I even watching at this point? None of this makes any sense. None of it's in relation to the game. Oh, sure, you've got the flipping, you've got a minigun and a 9mm pistol and a pipe rifle, but what is here? What here is actually in relation to the game? You know, people would be outraged. The fact that they've actually kept so close to the game,
Yeah,
and even like the storyline is feels familiar. Some scenes, like when they're moving, half of them are moving vault, and as the vault door closes, you've got the guy standing at the front holding the baby, like in Fallout 4 at the start when you're going down the vault.
yeah,
Just stuff like that. Like that's awesome to see. I don't
exactly.
see how that is an issue.
Neither do I. But this person clearly finds an issue. There's things about the series to admire, including strong turns from its three leads and a mordant sense of humour that genuinely tends to land. But there's no avoiding the spectre of the games that the naked desire to win the favour of the Fallout subreddit. At a certain point, it becomes immaterial whether or not Fallout is a great video game adaptation. What matters is whether it's great television. So basically, what their issue is that I'm going to go by their type of words here, favored too much to the Fallout community.
I mean, why would you not reach out to the community you have?
Especially considering those are the people that are going to be the most excited.
Yeah,
Isn't advertising 101 to cater to your community?
yeah. From what I'm getting, they're just upset that this show is done as well as it has.
Pretty much. Also, I find it funny. As I said, basic advertising 101 is to cater to your community. I forgot journalists might not understand this concept because the way they work is to cater to the people they anger so that they click the article.
Mm.
I do forget that sometimes.
In my opinion, that entire article is a whole load of bogus.
A lot of bullshit. I agree. So, final topic for today. Go away, Mirror. No one likes you. Here we go. Get Fallout 3, 76, and New Vegas free with Amazon Prime Gaming deal. I highly recommend all three games. Well, 76 less so than the others, but 3 in New Vegas, 110%.
There's also tactics there, by the way. Fallout
Nothing wrong with
Tactics Brotherhood
tactics.
and Steel.
Can I, pull this up, actually?
I'm not actually, for me personally, I don't see New Vegas. I see 76 for PC and Xbox and Tactics, and that's it.
Is it on Twitch or something, or is it the Amazon
Yeah, this
launcher?
this is through Twitch.
Let me
Do
log
I need
into
to
my
go on
Twitch.
Do I
I
need to
don't
go on
log
the
in very
Amazon
often.
for this?
Oh, shit. I can't do it in this one. I don't have the right browser.
I don't actually know like how to get anything on Amazon's website for this sort of stuff because I literally
Yeah,
never
I
do
don't
it.
know either. New from Prime. Fallout has arrived. Let's see. So Fallout 76 on Xbox or PC. Brotherhood of Steel, Tactics. Here we go. Prime Gaming. So yeah, Fallout 76, Tactics. Those are the ones I see. Wonder if I've got Prime Gaming on here. No, I don't have Twitch's
See
thing
in
either.
video games.
I think it's like on the Twitch launcher or something like that. You can do it. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. It's a lot of faff. Oh, here it is. I've got the link, mate. So yeah, you can get access to Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout 76 PC, and Brotherhood of Steel. Fallout Tactics. So I'll just pull this across onto my other monitor, as you can see there. Yes, this is my usual browser. I just don't use it for recording. But it is on Luna.
What oh Luna? I don't even know what that is, mate.
Neither do I. What's this claim to?
GOG is the same? No?
It doesn't say. But yeah, basically, feel free to take a look. see what's going on, have a laugh, get a hold of some good games, and give them a try. You might find you're pleasantly surprised by what there is. So, Amazon's Fallout series has earned rave reviews from both critics and general audiences since its
Uh,
launch on Prime
uh,
Video. What?
Rory,
Yeah,
is Fallout 76 available on the Microsoft Store?
probably.
Because I think that's where it is.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hang on, I gotta check
Let's pull
this.
it up.
I just search Fallout.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, that's where you get it.
Ah, there's worse places.
Wait, actually, all the Fallouts are on there. I think.
Most likely.
Oh
The
my
live
god,
ac-
there's like a Mr. Handy Fallout 4 helps you track certain collectible items. What the?
Oh.
I didn't know any of this was here.
The live action TV show is available to stream with Amazon's Prime subscription, but fans can also play 3 of the franchise's latest games for free thanks to their brand new deal. I wouldn't say that considering Fallout 4 is not on that list. Amazon is
And
giving
that's because
away.
they're about to release an update for it, so anyone who doesn't
Yeah.
own it, they want them to go buy it.
Oh, yeah. Amazon is giving away 76 for Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, and PC as one of many free games available with Prime Gaming, which can be tried without paying a penny with an Amazon Prime 30-day free trial. But fans can also play Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition and Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition for free with Luna, Amazon's cloud gaming platform. Fallout 76 can also be claimed for free with Prime Gaming until May 15th by signing up for an Amazon Prime to receive a code for Microsoft Store, while Free in New Vegas can be played for free on Luna. Other games currently include Chivalry 2, Black Desert, and Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel, while there are also a host of other free games on Luna like Fortnite and Rocket Racing. Prime Gaming is included with a subscription to Amazon Prime. We know all this. I'm not going to sit and cover them for this. Yeah, I'm not advertising Amazon. They have enough money.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at like because I'm also using Opera GX and it's not a supported browser for playing Fallout 3 through their gaming section. You
Who
have
cares?
Chrome is fine, but you can play on the Fire TV/tablet, an iPhone/iPad, a
Yeah,
Samsung TV.
but in all fairness,
Like,
it's £16.
you could probably get a key for it. It's like a couple pound, man.
Yeah, you probably can. If you wait till it's on sale, which there'll be a summer sale not long from now, this will go down to like a fiver,
Yeah,
if that. You may as well
honestly,
just
like
shove off.
Fiverr these days is nothing, and it's more than worth it for getting the game.
Oh yeah, Fallout New Vegas is pretty much the same. Yeah, £16 for the Ultimate Edition with all the DLCs, and that'll
Uh,
drop down to about a fiver.
Game of the Year edition is 679, or GOG version for 409. Base version is 159.
Yeah, no, exactly. So the deal comes after Amazon's Fallout series, as fans hailing it as one of the best video game adaptations ever, and on par with The Last of Us.
I never
Uh,
cared for The Last of Us.
I didn't either. I couldn't play the games personally, but that's me.
Couldn't care for PlayStation exclusives, to be completely honest.
Nah, I get why. Um, the series follows a new and original story set in the world of the games and takes place 200 years after the apocalypse, as a vault dweller must traverse the irradiated United States in search for a father. We know all this. We've literally covered all this now, so yeah, that's pretty much everything I had. There we go. Can turn all that off now. Sorry, that was a lot of like quick stuff at the end, but it was like all over the shop with them sort of articles. They usually are. But yeah, unless Will's got anything he'd like to add, really.
Play more Fallout.
Yeah,
Good
play
game.
more Fallout. Just play all the games. Find
Just
mods and go
yes,
insane.
Nexus is wonderful.
Nexus is amazing. Find multiplayer mods for Fallout games. Let me know what they are. I need
Yes,
multiplayer co-op mods.
yes.
I want to sit and play New Vegas and free with
I
friends.
wanna
Okay,
I wanna drag some on the Fallout 4 and drag them around the wasteland.
exactly.
I'll take him to a behemoth and tell him to go fist fight it.
Swan.
Yeah, there's Swan, or there's just like a couple of random behemoths in the
Oh
world.
yeah, but you've got to get him to go and try and fist fight Swan.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that is actually everything we have this week. It's all been Fallouty, which is great. Um, I do hope everyone has enjoyed. Last week was absolute insanity. We're both, I think, still mentally recovering from what happened. Um,
It was an awesome week, man.
it
Lots
really
happened.
was. And yeah, we can't thank you all enough for your support with that. But as every week we say, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe. If you subscribe, feel free to hit the bell. I think it helps. I'm not sure. YouTube is still questionable to me sometimes.
Any social platform like this is questionable.
Yeah. If you want to have a discussion or give us some ideas, feel free to just join the Discord, drop a message.
Discord
We're always in there when we're streaming or recording, and sometimes even
or
if it's just me
generally
and
just
him hanging
fucking
around.
around.
Yeah. We like to jump into this chat, it's a lot better for us.
It's just
So,
easy.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you all next week. Bye for now, guys.
Have a good one, guys. See you again.